Hello and welcome. My name is Keon Fraites, and today I'm going to be talking about the evolution of immersion in gaming, the way in which game developers utilize their skills in attracting and immersing the gamers into their game's world, engaging themselves in investing in the future for sequels and other genres of their games. In this video, I am going to explain three main points that developers look into when developing their game. These 3 points are: what are video games and why is immersion important in video games? A brief history on how video games were developed, why they have developed in such an industry as it is now. Now, what are video games? Video games are virtual games that developers create for their consumers to escape the life of reality and enjoy a fantasy tale. First created in the 1950s, games have gone through the tough times of being a very unpopular and what most people saw as a non-profitable market to a multi-billion-dollar industry as it stands today. Developers have built the industry by immersing players into their games in different methods, whether it's by graphics, the story, the gameplay, or in way in which the player interacts with the game or vice versa. Now let's take a look at how graphics has evolved over the years. Gaming first got its fame with a virtual version of Ping Pong, which was developed by Atari in 1972 for arcades and in the near future for homes. Now this game only incorporated 2 rectangles in a line and a box which portrayed itself as being a ball being bounced between the 2 rectangles, where the player controls 1 rectangle, allowing the game to act as the opponent, or up to 2 players control both rectangles, making it a sport. As either player misses a point, the point is given to the opposing. Now this, as you can see, is a graphical game of the then. Games such as Witcher 3, Crysis 3, Bioshock Infinite, The Division are few examples of how graphics in gaming has evolved. Developers have used this method of improving graphics to immerse the player whether it is a 2D or 3D game, making the player feel as though he or she is within an actual living world. Especially with the uprise of virtual reality gaming, also known as VR, this will only improve the visuals within a game. Where graphics plays an important role in immersion, gameplay holds a similar weight when immersing a player to keep playing their games. There are many different types of games out there, and they all adopt a form of gameplay. These gameplays are categorized into genres. These genres are first-person shooter, third-person shooter, side-scroll platforming, choice gameplay, and that's just to name a few. There are many others. In the past, many game developers relied on side-scrolling or platforming gameplay and choice gameplay style due to it is way easier to replicate. Examples of these are Super Mario Bros. And Sid Meier's Civilization. First-person and third-person shooters then emerged later on, with Doom and Skyrim being some popular examples. Now, gameplay being an important form of immersion does not usually succeed without a storyline to go with it, and this is where the next topic of discussion arises. Storylines have moved from simple save the princess to complex storylines that took years of development and are a major part of game creating process. From taking aspects of real-life history to making fantasy games that make you feel like you're in a James Cameron Avatar movie project, storyline is one of the investments that all games of date have attempted and succeeded or failed in producing, and has either improved or degraded the immersion of their game. These 3 aspects, graphics, gameplay, and storyline, all work together to create an immersive world for players to interact with and enjoy, which only benefits the player and the developer and increases the good word of gaming. In conclusion, gaming has been a huge leisure activity, a hobby, and now even a part-time job of mine, and investigating into the immersion of seeing where one aspect can fall, and it's either having the developer to build on other aspects of the game to help improve the quality of immersion in a game.